Good evening, all, and I am very much thankful to Vayomanasa Sanjeevani for giving me an opportunity to talk on the spirituality, importance of spirituality in old age. Actually, earlier I talked in Kannada, and it's just in English translation.
Doctor, it was very welcome. See, in fact, the very we
Yeah,
have been requesting, we have been requesting that you should talk to us in English because there are a number of people
yes,
here who do not know Kannada. So they should be also benefited by your talks, doctor.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Thank you, doctor.
AC on some yes, thank you. And coming to the here we have got the two things here. One is the spirituality, and another is the old age. They are the two components here. So that coming to the problems in the old age, that why the spirituality is important in the old age is just few points I have gathered here. It's mainly because of there is a loss of identity or a role in the old age, because uh, compared to the in the age that the children young the married life, and after the old age when it comes, say in the earlier part before getting to the old, the person may be in the working or in a some position, or maybe head of some institute. But after once he crosses the 60 or 65, this sudden there is a change in the identity of the personality, because he himself feels that he has lost some kind of the work pattern, and sudden there is a drastic change. So the because of this, the majority of the people after the retirement, what they used to have, the position, the things around them, the people around them, they will lose that. And that is the one of the reason where there is some mental kind of depression comes. And that is one part. And the other part is uh, the fear of death or and the unknown. That is usually at the age of old age, they will be suffering from the one or the other diseases. Maybe not, we may or may not call the disease, because the old age changes in the brain, in the heart, in the kidneys, may be associated with diabetes, hypertension, or many other neurological or other the things. The thing is that if something happens in the age of an young or the below 50, usually there are chances of recovering is the possible. The hope is there. But if something happens at the age of 60 or 65, 70, the things, the chances of recovery is very much minimal it is. So that also it creates a lot of problem in the mental functions of the old age people. So the fear of death is a very important cause for the mental depression or not being well. And the other one is the unresolved guilt or the regret. Say at the in the during their childhood or the young age, or the working time, whenever they get an old, usually they will have lot of free time. In that free time, they what the thoughts they will come, what I did in my life. So what good things I did, what the wrong things I did. So something that what he feels that the something I did wrong, this that. So there is a flashback of the events in the old age. So again they will add on mental not being well. So, and that's one of the important thing. And the other one is an attachment. Its attachment is maybe a person with the attachment to the material world, maybe the lands, the house, big house, maybe any properties, or any thing, the persons, the attachment to the relatives, attachment to the family members, or attachment to the social workers, So there is maybe he may be in a good position attached to many of the people. So suddenly there is a loss of this attachment at the age of in the older age. The people may not react in the same way. And the another one is he may think that he start thinking that I am losing all whatever this property he has earned, or he has the money he has gathered, or whatever. It's he starts feeling it's of no use at the age, because when he the there is a death is nearer, there is a usually a comparison what I have done here, whether is it useful or not. Then that age there is a reflection of all these attachments will come. And not only there is a loss of means control means because of old age usually he may not be able to control the people around him, may not be listening, because everybody will think that he has retired and nothing to do for him, let him take a rest. So order or anything may not happen according to the old person. That will be right or wrong, it's of immaterial. But what the old at the old age is, the nothing is happening to person, whether in the home or in the family or in a maybe in a workplace, maybe where he with business, or maybe a politician, or anything. There is suddenly loss of control at this age. And and the last one and the most important is search for the meaning. Search for the meaning means by seeing all these factors which are causing the depression, suddenly the person starts thinking, what's the purpose of life here? I have done all the things, I have done the great job here, and I have earned so many, the money, the wealth, everything was fine. But suddenly something is missing. So he have never thought of what is the meaning of life here. It's with all achievement, and he is suffering the above points: the loss of the identity, the fear of guilt, the fear of the death and unresolved guilt, and the loneliness. Of course, I left the loneliness because it's a loneliness is at this age. Usually, in a family, the old age person will be single, or will be one or two will be there, and the rest of the family members will be usually engaged in many activities. And even in the workplace also, nobody will come and will be there to talk. Nobody will be there to ask what has happened to him, what is required for that person. And the only persons are either his friends at his age, because even at the age of 60-65, many people will lose their the life. Very few friends will be remaining. So naturally the lonely, the feeling, even though he is staying in a people around him, the person naturally feels loneliness and disconnected from his the people around and environment. These are the problems, and because of these, the importance of the spirituality has got a many, it's a very important role here, because no medicine or nothing works for all these things. So this what I wanted to say, the importance of the spirituality. And coming to the spirituality, say what exactly the spirituality, just I want to say by misconception of the spirituality. See, the things, many of the persons, almost I can say more than 90% of the persons, they during their course of their lifespan till the old age, they will not think of what this spirituality is, what exactly it is. So they feel that it could be religion, it's a spiritually means it is a Hindu, Muslim, Christian, or maybe they will be thinking like it's a religious. It's 100%, it's not at all any related with any religion. It's totally it's neither the Sikh or any of the religion, it's not at all related. That is the misconception. And many of the people, they will think that the spirituality is only for the old age people. No, the spirituality is not at all it's old age people. It starts with, it's for everyone. It's for each and every person, irrespective of the age, irrespective of the religion, and irrespective of the sex. It's for all the persons it is. And the third is, spirituality means, some people will think of running away from this world. World means that's it's something different only. And whatever the routine they are doing, it's quite different from that routine work. Of course, it's the reverse of what they think. Because the persons who are not spiritual, it's not a normal, it's an other than the thing. So what I mean to say is not running away from the world, it is running actually towards the true world. That what I want to say. And the few people will think that it's spirituality means it's you should become calm, you should not talk, you should not do this, you should not do that. There are so many rules, regulations, rituals, and you should be very much serious. No, it's not. It's also not like that. It's a totally different thing. And few people thinks that it requires a big sacrifice and the suffering. Sacrifice means you have to be away from many of his the routine activities, many of the maybe people he has to sacrifice, the things he has to sacrifice. He has to sacrifice. It's also not sacrificing any of the things in his life. And 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 many people will think that the spirituality means just a chanting of the mantras or the praying to the god. And 100% it's part of the spirituality, but it's not only this, not only praying and chanting, something beyond uh, praying and chanting of many mantras. And many people will think that, oh, it's a kind of instant getting peace means who is in a great distress, like maybe loss of his loved one, or any property, any job, or anything. If he loses something, suddenly he enters into some distress, mental stress. And people may think that it's suddenly, if he becomes spiritual, it's a way of finding the Christ. It's also not of thing. So then, what's the spirituality means? It is the moving towards the normal state of the consciousness. It's a normal state of consciousness. So majority of all of us in our routine life, we of course we are living with the consciousness, but not in the normal way we are living. Because that we are facing a lot of problems in our life, that is maybe fear, maybe anxiety, or maybe what we call the Aishad of the in Kannada say Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsar. These are all when we live with not normal state of consciousness. We'll experience all these things. So the definition is moving towards the normal state of consciousness is what that spirituality is. So coming to I want just something, of course, consciousness is a very big topic. It's very difficult to finish up within 5 or 1 hour, 5 minutes or 1 hour. Just I want to highlight the part which is required for I have to highlight that. So consciousness is, it's simply the consciousness. It's a function of the mind, or the awareness of the mind, or the mind. It's a single collective functional product of the human nervous system. Say what is the what I mean to say is, if anything conscious on the earth, anything conscious on the earth is, it's the highest level of consciousness is there only within the human brain. That the human brain has got the capacity of perceiving and understanding and everything. that is the sensory, the perception of this universe, and the reacting to the universe. Universe means surrounding whatever we see around the people and everything. So this is the that's main thing is the central nervous system of the human brain. If you compare the brain of the human and the monkey and the ape and lower animals, they are also conscious to very small extent. If you go still lower, they are, we cannot say, we can say very conscious animals. Even if you go to the plant, the life is first the main life on the earth. The plants also are conscious, but very less, very less. So what I mean to say is, from where this consciousness exactly comes is, it is the most sensitive part of the earth is the nervous system. It is in our body. It does not arise from the, it does not arise from the muscles, does not arise from the heart, kidney, whatever bones. It is the nervous system, because the structure of the neurons is such that it is very sensitive to the environment. So that is the function of consciousness. It was from the nervous system. It is so that what I want to say is, our brain is responsible for this consciousness. And where exactly it is the brain, what is the difference between the animal brain and human? It is the cortex, that is the left brain of the cortex is more responsible for the awareness what we live exactly. You see that the what I mean to say is, the life on the earth, the life on the earth for the human being is different, and the life of the rest of the people, the rest of the life is, it is quite different. Because life in the human being is nothing but it is the conscious perception of what the living of the human person, which is absent. Other than the human, it's totally absent. Even in monkeys, in apes, in you go wherever. So because of this consciousness only, the human can think about the God. Otherwise, there is no existence of the God himself, because only the human brain think of the creation universe, what is the God, where from where it is created, and whether God is there or not. Something to be created, God is only for the human brain. It's there for the dog, for cat. Of course, God is there. They can't think of the God. They can't think of anything about the this the spirituality. Why spirituality originated is by the human consciousness in the brain. It's from there it is pursued and originated. This the part that we are discussing here. So just I wanted to say that what the exactly consciousness mean. It's related mainly to the human brain, and it is on the left side of the brain in the cortex, because rest of the parts of the brain, they are there in all the lower animals except the cortex that is developed in the human. Because of that, the human brain is much more the largest brain it is compared to the body in any animals. And it's going to be useful in our next discussion. So I wanted to talk about this. And coming to few points about how it is spirituality is, say many people will think spirituality might have started from the time of the Vedas, Upanishads, or maybe later on depending on their religion. No, it's spirituality means it has started from the universe. It's maybe everybody will say that this universe started from the 11.5 billion years ago. So from there itself it has started. Over a period of time, there is origin of 4.5 billion years, then the life very later, then the human being. Then from at what time this spirituality came here? Spirituality means it's with the universe only. It has originated, but we came to know with the human brain, but with the perception of the our development of our conscious mind, we came to know about it at a very later age. That means spirituality means it's uh, since from the origin of the universe it is. It's as back as. And just with this much of background, that I want to say something very much special to the human brain and the human body. Uh, because whatever I told that in the first part, the bad feelings at the old age, not only in the old age, but in every time of the age, maybe young or children or maybe working, we will get lot of problems. But there the body and the mind has got an capacity to sustain and correct correct it, but at the old age it's not at all possible because of the loss of the physical and mental and emotional the things. So here comes, which is very much the part the heart of we can say the spirituality. It's usually it's the part from the Ayurveda. Actually, it does not come in the allopathy or any other medicine. It is the science. It's basically in the Ayurveda. You see, if we take our the body, it's made up of the five koshas. Not only our body, but the other, maybe animals, maybe the plants, they are also made up of different koshas, but it's very special in the human body. So what we see here is the Annamaya kosha, that is the physical body here. And that means the physical body means whatever we can see and from whatever we can feel, that physically this body is the Annamaya kosha, we can call it as. And the second one is the energetic body or the pranamaya kosha. What is the difference between a dead body and the living body is the dead body is also the annamaya kosha, it's there, but there is no life, there is no dynamic process of many chemical reactions, many physiological the proceedings in the bodies, and so that makes the prana. It's a still dynamism in the at a molecular level, at a chemical level, at the physical level. That's what we call it as pranam. We can feel the annamaya kosha, but we can see the annamaya kosha, we can hold the annamaya kosha, but we cannot hold the prana. We can feel it. It's not visible to our senses. We cannot see the with the eyes, we cannot the ears, only we can feel it with our mind, with our consciousness we can make the pranamaya kosha. And the third part is it's the manomaya kosha. Here comes the consciousness, what I told, it's the function of the central nervous system, what creates the the mind, the conscious part. It is emotional, or this is also a non-physical part. And the fourth one is Jnanamaya kosha. So what is the importance of all these koshas is these koshas are they are interrelated. They are interrelated. See, anything happens in the physical body, it creates changes in the pranamaya kosha, the energetic body, and again in turn it changes the emotional. There is mental change in the pulse feelings, and again if anything change is there in any of the from to the other bodies, from the say Jnanamaya kosha is what we gather once the child grows from the after the age of 5 months or 6 months, when it becomes conscious, when it becomes aware of the environment, about their father, mother, and their house, everything. It's there are accumulation of the memories, the files of the surrounding, that which is stored in the subconscious part, that creates the Jnanamaya Kosha till the death of the child. So that part, whatever it gathers, whether it is the right or wrong according to human consciousness, everything gets stored in the this subconscious mind in the form of the emotional or the mental body. So using this, the personality is created of any person, and anything change in this personality or this the collected experiences, they influence on the not only on the pranic body but also on the physical. That, as you can see, many persons are very much obese, many persons are very much thin, and their physical body, or maybe they are maybe prone for many, because of it's mainly their emotion, that the manomaya kosha, there is some beliefs are there are something about that gathered from the either the social society or from the family or from the books or from the mobile or whatever the social media, it's there inside, that is acting on the body to have either an excess of food or excess of many medicine or whatever the maybe, which influence on my physical body. In turn, my pranic body means my respiration, my GI functions, my endocrinal, the harmony, and everything is influenced by the all the three things here. So, and the next one is that's the Jnanamaya Kosha, and the last one is that Anandamaya Kosha. It usually comes when all these, say, physical bodies, there are no illnesses, the anybody, emotionally, there are nothing for any depression or any fear or maybe what we call it as. So if all the koshas are aligned, so the person will be a blissful with this universal changes. So this is the concept is very much important here, and the next one is, I told about conscious, the conscious.
Doctor, the audio is slightly breaking. It can improve if you are, I mean, if you are removing your video. Certain times because of the video, the audio gets disrupted, doctor. You can try without the video. Yeah, without the video. Kindly hold on. I think doctor's connection is quite bad today. Otherwise, a beautiful lecture is, I mean, unfortunately, it is getting spoiled.
He is elaborating with reference to slides.
That is, slides are not the problem, sir. The problem,
we should not interpret.
no, Everybody is writing, sir. We cannot. Please listen, sir. See, so many people have written. Audio is breaking. Not at all.
Yeah.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I'm also reading, but what he have to.
Sir, see, in fact, ultimately, see, this lecture is also coming in the YouTube, sir. So if it is breaking and if it is not very clear, I mean,
His
yeah.
station is
Hello.
very important.
Wait, sir, he's coming back, sir. He's coming back.
Sorry, because my net is intermittent.
Yeah. Now it is good.
Now I
Yeah.
mobile data. And,
Now it's good.
So coming to the mind, that is the importance of slide. Yes. Okay. The coming to this, can you see the image? The screen you can see properly.
So everything is pakka, sir. Everything is pakka. Doctor, everything is pakka.
Okay. And just I want to say the mind is a very important part in the human brain. As I told, the consciousness is very unique for the human beings. And whatever the Vedas, the Upanishads, and whatever we live here, as a human being, only with our mind. So mind is such an important part of us, is the feeling of what we live. Every person, since from his awareness at the age of 2 years till his death, he lives in his mind only. So mind means it's a consciousness only. If say I am being a neurosurgeon, I will see many of the patients with head injury or maybe with the neurological problems, where the person will be there, but there is no consciousness. He is in a vegetative state. He is without any human mind. So it's just like an animal only, or some small baby, or a living living doll. So what is very important is it's the mind. That's very much important. Or the conscious level of the human being that we experience on the earth it's the unique human life. The life in the human is this life. Whereas other than this, the life is same. It's a scientific life. It's other than the scientific. In the science, life means it's everywhere. The plants, all are living. Bacteria, maybe fungi, maybe any organisms, they are living. That's life. But what's the human life is, not only with that, there is a consciousness. That's the mind. The man lives with the mind. So whatever that happens is with the mind only. We live with the mind. So what we come across in all the Vedas and Upanishads and whatever the spirituality is there, the fundamental main part is it's the mind only. Because if there is no mind, no spirituality, no Vedas, no Upanishads, no Bhagavad Gita, no Quran, no nothing, no the Bible. It's all these things are because of the mind only. And whatever all the books says is they say about the mind. Only how we can be, how we should be, and how we are not on the earth is only with the mind. Other than mind, there is nothing. Is we are like animals. Here the three major components of the mind it is the conscious mind. That's very much special for the human brain, and the subconscious mind, and the unconscious mind here. We can say unconscious mind. We can compare it to a tip of an iceberg. Say the conscious mind just similar whatever we can see here, on the top, the ice. We can compare to, if we compare a conscious mind as that part, then what will be the subconscious mind will be like submerged iceberg, very huge. And what about the unconscious is other than that, which is not explored. The unexplored part of the brain, things which the brain has not worked, not utilized, not experienced about the universe. There are many things we will not experience, will not have a time, or will not have the direction, will not have the access, because of we are engaged in some other part. So many of the things around us in the universe, they are not touched. That becomes the unconscious part of the brain. Though brain in the part is there, but it's not used by the conscious mind. So we call it as an unconscious part. And what is the subconscious part is whatever, when the child get delivered, the baby gets delivered, it will be an unconscious only. It will not be knowing what is what. But at the age of the 4 months or 5 months, suddenly it started smiling over to the mother, identifying the mother. The milestones will come across in the pediatric age. There, the conscious mind gets developed. So there is origin of the consciousness in the child. And whatever it experiences, there is a storage in the brain in the form of the chemical materials, in the neurons, in the different parts, which it can compare and utilize it in its future. So that's the formation of the subconscious mind started accumulating till it is continuous process. It's a continuous process. See, we can compare again in a carom board. We can compare, there are many coins and only one striker will be there. The striker it's the main part which hits and which makes the other parts to move. It's in the same way here, the conscious mind, it makes the unconscious part of the universe or the unconscious part of the brain as a conscious. There are the changes in the chemical materials in the neurons, certain group of neurons, the changes in the synaptic, the pathways, many circuits, many interneuronal connections are developed. Many things will be there will be happening in the subconscious, in the subcortical part of the brain. So that creates the subconscious part of the brain, where whatever we experience about this universe, whatever the universe in an individual has experienced, it's all there in the brain as a subconscious part. And what the conscious brain is doing is, it's continuously trying, either it's using the subconscious part, or it is making something unconscious into a conscious. Unconscious into conscious means, they say, I am a neurosurgeon. So before my MBBS or before my becoming a doctor, I was unconscious about what the doctor is, what this field is. By opening the books and learning everything, by practicing, I am making the unconscious part of this as a subconscious. That gradually I am becoming a doctor. Gradually I am becoming an engineer. Gradually I am becoming some person. And gradually you are becoming a father. You are becoming a mother. Maybe you are somebody is becoming in the same way. He is becoming a good man, a bad man, maybe a robber, maybe a scientist, maybe a politician, maybe anything, whatever the different, the personalities, what we experience and we live in different form, it's all with the conscious mind converting my unconscious part into a subconscious part. There is a creation of the consciousness and the subconsciousness and the still unexplored part. Still there is time that till the death of a person, some part, many huge part will be unconsciousness. So what I want, what importance lies is, whatever I told at the old age, the fear of death, the fear of whatever the person feels, he becomes depressive, he becomes attached, he becomes loneliness. The things, they are there in the subconscious part only. They are not outside. They are because of in his subconscious part. They are not in the periphery. They are not in the environment. Environment is same for every person. It's same all the time. Whatever I have gathered, it's there in the subconscious part. And what I have gathered means what the conscious mind have pursued and kept it as according to individual consciousness it is. So if this is not right, I feel very bad about the universe. If I kept very nicely, if I kept all the things very nicely in my subconscious mind, by experiencing this is right things, I will be a very nice person. So this is the main part where the Bhagavad Gita says, the Vedas says, the Upanishad says, the Quran says, they say about the conscious part and the subconscious part. Keep your subconscious part in a right way. If you are kept in a wrong way, you can correct it, so that you can feel very nice on the earth. The conscious part, it's a gift of the universe, gift of the God. Universe means it's a gift of the universe to the human being, not to the other animal. But the man conscious part, maybe he thinks that the human life is something different. Maybe making money, maybe this, maybe attaining anything like being an expert in any subject, or maybe whatever it may be. But actually, that's not the purpose. That's, if you think broad, the gift of the nature, gift of the universe to the human brain is the conscious mind. Not for this. Of course, it can do anything with this. It's like a God only. It simulates like a God. It has got its willpower. It can deviate from the natural rules. Whatever the rules are there in the universe, it can sustain, it can modify, it can go against anything it can do. But with the sufferings of, or the karmas, if it is according to the universal laws, if the conscious mind is according to the universal law, the no will be. If something goes wrong, you can do it, but with the karma. And that's what the philosophy of this Veda and Upanishad and Bhagavad Gita and whatever, they say only this only. Other than this, they never say about you should become a medical person, you should become an engineer, you should earn money, you should do this, you should do that. They never mention it. They only mention you have got a consciousness, use it very wisely according to the universe. How the pattern, the universe is made up of, it's not random. Our universe it's in a very systematic way here. Only if we open our eyes and see how nicely the life is created over a period of time, how nicely the evolution is there, how the things are happening in cycles, many cycles here. Nothing linear here. Everything is in cycle. Everything is repetition here. from formation of the atoms till with the formation of solar system, the human body itself is a very huge, it's an ocean of the chemical, the cycles, with a lot of chemical reactions which are in cycles from here to there. Krebs cycle is there. The many triglyceride cycles are there in the cells. Not only there, the cycles in my human, the main cycles are there. The cells are the skin cells are in the cycle. So it's not only my body, this universe, their cycles, the brain is in the cycle. The whatever you see, everything it is in the cycle. Universe is in cycle of 1 year, day, the month is in a cycle. The 12 years is the cycle what we in Indian or in the Chinese, there is a 12-year they consider as a big cycle. The Kumbh Mela we celebrate here. And 144-year is a very big cycle. Nobody lives with 144, few people may live, but still bigger cycles are there. But as human life is less than 100 years or around 100 years, we can experience, we can live with maximum of 12-year cycles. That's the universe is. The same cycles are imprinted in our body itself. So our spirituality is this only. It's nothing else. The human body is in the part of this universe. So we should think, we should keep our conscious mind this, and if you start living with this, you will be having no problem at all. Very simple it is. And just I will go through the next slides. The thing what I told earlier is the purpose of life. If you go and ask any person around us, what's the purpose of life? We'll get a lot of answers. So some person may say doing this, earning money, enjoying this, or making something. Maybe he may be a musician, he may be. But the purpose of life, all the human beings, it's not different for different. It's according to the conscious mind of an individual, it may vary, but still there is one common purpose of life. If we don't see that, and we will not get fulfilled in our life. Whatever, how much the money we earn, how much the position we get in here, but still something is lacking in that person, because this is missing part. The purpose of life on the earth for a human body is, we have to think, we are conscious here. The mind is given. Only why mind is given to the human body is to understand how the universe is working here. The universe is from molecules, from atoms, from electrons, till the galaxies, many galaxies, they are in a very well organized way. Though there is life is not there, still they are in an organized way. Still they are in some pattern. Galaxy is in a pattern. Solar system is pattern. Many solar systems. Take anything here. Take any electrons. Electrons are in a very definite patternly. They are rotating. If they change, they will change the character. If the number of orbits are different, the electrons are different, the chemical material becomes different. And how they react is the chemical and the physical laws. If there is a certain change in the pressure and temperature, it's not a haphazard here. It's everything is such an organized. Even the rain water, how it falls, how it forms the river, how the oceans are formed, how the clouds are formed, how the trees are formed, the leaves in the trees. you take any, even my body is also in a very good pattern. It is very symmetrical, having very beautiful structure. If I see in the microscope, anything is a very well organized in some pattern. But still our conscious mind fails to understand this. When we understand this, such a beautiful universe it is, from atomic level, from the subatomic level, till the universe, very big universe, which is an infinite universe, is from where this power, who has kept it? Say human can only just copy and paste the universe. The science is nothing but it is a copy of the universe. He has not generated here anything. He has understood and he is copying and he is using it. That what we call it as a science. That is the unfolded part of the philosophy. The unfolded part of the philosophy is the science, which everybody can reproduce it. Every conscious mind can blindly use it. I'm blindly using this computer. I'm blindly using the. Have I invented it? Have I invented the electricity? No, somebody has invented. Some conscious mind has invented, means it's there in the universe, and we are using it. So in this, so many conscious minds have contributed so many things. So because of that, this modern, the AI technology, this and everything, we have forgotten this universe. It's still in that pattern only. So when we understand this, when we align our, I am not saying, I'm not against the science. I'm not, yes, when we align our conscious mind, use these things in align with the universe, in harmony with the universe. When we think within harmony with the universe, our minds will be in a spiritual. We are spiritual. When we are thinking, when my conscious mind is exists here, utilizing the environmental things here against the spiritual, the universal laws, I am against the universe. I'm not in the spirituality. I face the problems. Where the problems comes? In my body, in my mind, in my prana, in my jnanamaya kosha. The problems start arising. So because of this, we are becoming an ill here. We are getting the 80% of the diseases we acquire is because of this. And even without understanding this also, this conscious mind is searching solutions for that, finding newer drugs, but not attending or not telling to say not to go and align with this. Why you want to search for that? So what the conscious mind does is, oh no, all medicines are there. Eat, do this. Stents are there, nothing to worry. Do this. Even if you don't exercise, no, okay, it's the drugs, the cholesterol lowering drugs are there, sugar lowering drugs are there. Enjoy and use the drugs also. So that's a funny thing here. Of course, they are there only for the emergency, not as a routine. We can use the stent, I can use the drugs as somebody has obviated and come to somebody has done theft. What the police do is, he will keep him in a prison. It's not permanent, it's a temporary. In the same way we are using here, as it's a temporary. The allopathic, whatever you use is a temporary. But the main thing is we have to shift back. Not only our illness, our mental illness also. So once we understand this, then we'll come to know where exactly the problems in our problems, what we are facing. What the problems we are facing is not outside. It is inside. It's inside means it's my subconscious mind. I have pursued this as something different. I have kept it there. What it should be, it's not like that. Because of that, I'm having a fear. I am having an anxiety, I am having a losing feeling, I am having a something about the past. If say any person who is against me, an enemy or something comes nearby, we suddenly feel something emotionally not feeling very good, because you have kept in the subconscious mind as something you have created. So we have created our fears, we have created our the lust, we have created our love, we have created our whatever the Arishad Varga, that's Kama, Krodha, Lova, Moha, Mada, and Matsara. They are not outside at all. They are not at all in the universe. They are interpreted consciousness, that's conscious mind, they interpret and kept, it will keep inside in the subconscious part. If it is misperception, it comes as these things. If it is rightly perceived according to the nature, they will not be there. That's what all the philosophy in detail, the Vedas, Upanishads, all the any dharma, the dharma says the same thing. So this is what the purpose of life is, the understanding of this universal pattern, so that I should align with this. Align with this means we are, for an example, I would like to say that we are misaligned in such a way that we'll work in the night, we'll sleep in the day. There are circadian rhythms are there in the nature. I am living against that. So I am the sufferer. Who says, because we have created a wrong things here, with night duty we are doing, and we will not see the sun. We will not see the, anytime anybody has seen the sun, very rarely we will see the sun, the sunset, the sunrise, the moon, full moon, the no moon, and yearly cycles. The Hindu philosophy is such a great, this one is, there are Amvasyas, the Hunnimes are there, and each Amvasya one celebration is there. Nobody knows who has done it, who knew this all, everything, just to keep our conscious mind in cycle with the universe. The many spirit, the spiritualities, the Sandhya Vandan, making something prayer in the morning, in the evening, because they are the points where we have to align our conscious mind with the universe, with the Hunime, with the Amvasya, in the summer, winter, where we'll get lot of the festivals. So without knowing, also in the Hindu philosophy, we live with the universe. So that's how it's very nicely it is, the Hindu religion is there. And I'm not, it's Hindu is only not a spiritual, or everything is spiritual here, but partly, it's not 100%. So the purpose of life is understanding this universe in a proper way and being according to that, aligning my conscious mind with the nature, and practicing it is very important. Not only knowing, practicing it makes me devoid of all my problems that we are facing. Coming to the next slide here, just I want to show the slides here. The fish is formed from the surrounding, it's living and formed from the surrounding, the atoms, molecules, whatever they are there, and it is in harmony with the surrounding. If it is a sea water, it can live only in the sea water. If you keep it in a other plain water, it will die. That means the life is such a, other than the human being, the life is so much delicate that it's very critical. If they misalign, they will extinct here. You can see here the color. Who has given that color to that the animal? It is very much mixing with that. It gives the, who is giving, who is protecting that animal? Is it its conscious mind? No, it's the nature is protecting. The grass, you can see it's very tender. If any flow of water, still then also it will not break. Who has made it? It's the nature. It's the universe. In the same way, we are being protected by the nature also, but we are not knowing it. Such a whole this life is under protection of this universe. Why not man? The man is also in the, but we are not aligning, we are not understanding it, we are not using it in the right way. We are living in the wrong way. So just to show the importance of the spirituality, these are the slides. And I think its time is, may I take the time there is?
Doctor, if it is not an inconvenience to you, please go ahead. Please go.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Because I'm thinking of 1 hour and this one, so I am slightly.
No problem.
Okay, sir. And okay, now we understood what the spirituality, its origin, and what really the spirituality is. It's not religion, it's the universe, the universal pattern it is. And how we can be with that pattern. There should be a way to align. How we can align is, this is what the chakras, the knowledge of the chakras. Of course, it's a part of the main Hindu philosophy it is. It's the energy. Here, everything is energy. It's all the particles, even the human body, the sand, whatever we see in the universe, it's the energy and the frequency. Either it's the matter or it's the energy. It's interconvertible. Its whole universe is filled with the energies and frequencies only. And what the human brain is, it can perceive only few frequencies. Say color is a frequency. The audio, we listen certain frequencies. So our nervous system is understanding these frequencies as something so that we can live with it. In the same way, each and every animal lives. Certain frequencies are interpreted as something according to its a contribution of the universe. It makes the universe, how it gives the power. It makes the nervous system to understand this universe as, to perceive as red, green, blue, sand, water, air as something. So that we are made up of the same thing here. We are made up of from the Pancha Mahabhuta, it's there. So to live here, so we are interacting. Though the nervous system with the form of the Panchendriya, we sense the universe as it's a interface. It can interact with the individual can interact with the universe, the external environment, with his 5 senses. And these 5 senses are the gateways which gives the perception and creation of the mind. So what happens inside the body, what I mean to say is, our body, there are centers. The main centers, these are the energy centers. We cannot see them. We cannot see the aura of the person. We cannot visualize the mind of the person. Of course, we can catch the brain, but we cannot visualize the mind. It is in the same way the chakras are there. The importance of these chakras is very much important, because there are 7 chakras here, and we can divide these chakras into 2 parts, the upper chakras and the lower chakras. The lower chakras are the Muladhara chakra and the Swadhisthana chakra and Manipura chakra, and the upper chakras are the Vishuddha chakra or the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra. And in between these chakras, there comes the Anahata chakra or the heart chakra. And why I am dividing these chakras is the lower three and the above three. The lower threes are the basic chakras. They are there for our individuality, our survival on the earth, in the universe, the survival of the individual, survival of the life. And these chakras are there in lower animals also. The Muladhara chakra, the Swadhisthana chakra, and Manipura chakra, they are also there in the monkey, in the donkey, in the cat, and it is with the, for its survival they are there. And what chakras are very much special for the human beings are, it is the heart chakra. Heart chakra is the above than this, where an individual can express the love or the hatredness. The human can express, he can jealous, he can express his hatred, he can express his love much more than the animals. That much of hatred is not there in the animals. Of course, if the dog can bark, the tiger can, it can fight with the another tiger, but it's very less extent. But the human can fight with the another human in a very jealous, in a very hating form, in all different kinds of hate, because of this power, that is the heart chakra. And over that chakras they are linked with the consciousness. They give the feeling of we are part of this universe. We are not the existing. We are not existing people. We are living people here. They give the perception of the life of the human. The other animals, they are existing. They are not living. They are existing here. They can't think of anything here, good or bad, any illness or anything against. Only against is when come to the basic chakras, that something is coming and threatening its life. Then till that only they will work. That is the basic chakras. So we'll come to that each one. That's the Muladhara chakra is. It's very important chakra for all the animals and as well as the human being. So it's basically related with the energy level. It's the tip of the coccyx. And why? Because the human, where we touch the earth, we touch our body on the earth with the coccyx. That's the base. In all the animals, it is the base, that where it touches it's situated there. And for what it is required? For its main body, in connection, we have to live on the earth. So it includes our limbs as well. The limbs and the pelvic part of the pelvic girdle and coccyx, because that's the base of the human body. And the nervous system of that part is in the coccyx. So that is, if that is not there, then the rest of the chakras, they will not be of working. They will not be survive. They will not work. And the next one, the chakra is the Swadhisthana chakra. Basically, the parts of the body related with this energy is mainly the sexual organs. In females, the uterus, the ovaries, and the fallopian tube, and all the genital and reproductive. And in the male also, the same counterparts. Why this chakra is important is, it's to exist on the earth. We have to reproduce. We have to reproduce, and we have to bring the next generation by this energy. If it's not working, we cannot propagate here. We cannot create our offsprings. So because of that, the energy that is, we call it as a center, is the Swadhisthana chakra. And the it's situated in the umbilicus, around the umbilicus, is just below the umbilicus, because it's the umbilicus is the one which connects the mother with the child in the intrauterine, and it's also the center of the whole GI tract. If you see the umbilical cord, it gets and connected with the small intestine, and above that there is a part of small intestine, and then the stomach and the esophagus and the other organs, that the liver and pancreas. Then below also there is a part of small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and this. So why it's very important is, it's also called as solar plexus, because it gives the energy. It's the energy source. Unless we have to eat something to build this, it's energize, we have to eat. That eating process is in the GI tract. The liver, pancreas, the gallbladder, whatever the endocrine systems in the GI tract are there, they are part of this energy. And these are why they are basic, because a person to survive, he has to eat, he has to do the offsprings, he has to rest on the earth. So these are the parts related with this. And the same thing are there with our conscious mind also. Say we can compare this with our routine activities, how the conscious mind works. Usually, if the person is very much attached with his basic Muladhara chakra, the outside, it's inside. What's outside part of the Muladhara chakra is my basic living survival. It is the money. If no money, I can't survive. If the other part is the land, the property that we require, we acquire, we earn, comes in the Muladhara chakra part only. But the conscious mind is very much active in this part. It's not the right thing. We spend our whole time in acquiring in earning money only, earning the land, earning the property. Then later part we feel not satisfied. Even with 1,000 crores, even with many 100 crores, we will not feel any fulfillment, because it's a basic, it's not the thing to where the conscious mind is, it's not supposed to be there. Then what the second chakra is in the exterior is, it's the sexual obsessions. We have got if we keep our conscious mind with our this is actually meant for, it's only for the offspring. It is to create our children, none other than that. It's work, it should be used. But what the conscious mind does is, it does many things with its engaged throughout its life, thinking something, this life is meant for this only. So still the conscious mind lives with this chakra. There is at the end, at the old age, there is no fulfillment. Nobody can feel that I am very happy, I am satisfied. This is all I have. Nobody can live like that. Never he can satisfy. And the third one is the GI tract. See, the conscious mind, what we practice is, we eat anything, whatever the taste, whatever that pleases to my tongue. I will make many masalas, many things we will add, will make it delicious. We eat excessively. How much we have to eat ideally is, when we eat raw materials, there is a natural instinct that it says nothing more than that. But if we mix up many masalas, if we fry, if you eat pizza, this, that, many things we have invented, the conscious mind has created here. It's not the normal thing in the universe. It's the only human brain can fry. Only human brain can mix the masalas and everything. Because of that, we are getting so many illnesses. The physical body, the Annamaya Kosha is why it's not in the right ways. We are not eating the right thing and the right proportion. How the conscious mind is misutilizing or wrongly utilizing this energy. And 90% of the individuals, they are with this only. We are living in the lower chakras. We are very few people have moved above this. The persons who have moved above this one are very wonderful, very nice. Not only with the money, not only with the financial, not only with the relations, not only with the their spiritual, not only with their emotionally. They are much more wonderful than the persons who are living at the basic chakra. The basic chakras, they are very much limitations they have got. We cannot live with those chakras, only with those. So the fourth chakra is the heart chakra. Thus, when we start understanding what this universe is, what the spiritual is, oh, this kind of pattern, how I should live. But the heart means love. Love means the things which belongs to my body, I have to love it. So actually in the lower chakras, we are not loving our body itself. We are eating, we are misusing, we are adding many drugs to the body without understanding it's a danger to the body, because we are not loving my body itself. If I love my body, what I will make it to eat? The right things. If I love my body, what I allow to do the things in relation with the Muladhara chakra, and only that much. How much property is required for you? Only this much. Not above that. It's of waste. It's not going to work. How much to live? How much to eat? Very minimal. That once these chakras we understand, we fulfill, will naturally the mind, the energy, the nervous system function moves to the heart chakras. That oh, my happiness is there, my body happiness is there by caring my surrounding. Only I can live happily only when I allow my surrounding to be very happy. Maybe people around me, maybe the environment around me. If I keep it happy, then only it makes me happy. That's the heart chakra says. Here the thing comes is the selflessness. What we see in the Bhagavad Gita is we should do a selfless work here. Selflessness, it's because I have to help the others. Then only they will come and help. I have to sacrifice, I have to give it. Then only I can get the better things here. If everything is for me, if I am living in the lower chakras, I will think only of my ego. For me, anything for me, what the advantage of doing here? What is the advantage of going there? If I go on thinking in this way, when I will be thinking, when I am in the lower chakras, I will be living in my ego. The creation of an ego is with this lower chakras. The ego means we are living with the conscious mind, centering me as center. Anything comes, I will relate myself. What is the advantage? If some friends call me to somewhere, what is the advantage? Then only I will go. Otherwise, no. If somebody asks anything help, whether he is going to help me or not. If he is helpful, then only we help. This kind of attitude is because of when we are living in the lower chakras. And how we can expect to be very happy here? No. These chakras are required for the survival here. Very minimal, that much. So if we go in the heart chakras, what it says is The sacrifice, give the other surrounding good things, then the good things will come you back. Otherwise, you can't get any good thing here in this universe. Everything is whatever you give, that comes. Not getting and giving. It's giving and getting. Whatever we give, that will come. So if we love others, the other person's love. If I hate, they will hate me. So to be in love, you have to love others first. Maybe an animal, maybe the plants, maybe the water plant, or maybe the soil. If I love and I care, that cares me. This principle comes, it's a universal principle actually. When I understand this whole thing, oh no, I have to care my surrounding, my air, water, my food, and my persons around me. No, I should not harm them, either physically or mentally. They should feel comfortable with me so that I will feel comfortable. That comes from the heart chakra. This is not there in the animals. It's not there in the animals. When person start using this, his conscious mind when he is this chakra, when he gets aligned, naturally the uppermost chakras, they will open up, naturally they will start working. He becomes very beautiful and wonderful, and he starts talking. He start expressing his visions. He becomes very good for the other people. Naturally, the throat chakra means it's what I talk with the people, the way I talk with the people, the words I express is what the Basavanna says. The words how we should talk. Only that gets aligned only after this heart chakra is balanced. It's working in a right way. So I will get the energy of the expressing everywhere the goodness to my family members, to my neighbors, to the colleagues. Wherever we go, we start expressing good thing. Then only we can get the right things. The next chakra is the Ajna chakra, or the third eye chakra. The third eye chakra is originated in between the two eyes. It's the place is especially it's the pituitary site of the pituitary. Is why? Because the pituitary gland is very much important gland in the human body. It's a master gland. Hormone, it secretes the master hormones, which keeps my body, the hormones, it secretes the hormones in my body to keep each cells in harmony, each systems with the environment, internal as well as external environment. Maybe thyroid, maybe whatever the gonads, whatever the main endocrine, the hormones are, the glands are there. It is a master gland. We call it as a master gland. So this is the seat. That means it's also the site of my instinct. Instinct means, say, the birds, the snakes. Many birds we see, they make such a beautiful the good antival. It is where it keeps its eggs and everything. Each bird has got and separate its home, and it is who is the architecture, who is the architect of that, who teaches that? It's the universe, and it exactly selects such a tree that away from the many harming animals, and towards the sun. It sees whether who says that which is east and which is west, which is north, south. But if you see the nests of the same nests of any bird, they are oriented and designs are same. How beautiful it is. From where it comes? It comes, it's packed with its nervous system given by the universe. It's the instinct packed with the whole body, not only for the bird, for each and every animal other than the human brain. The nervous system is packed with this. The package is sent already. They naturally do it without any conscious mind and without obviating, without overruling, without nothing. There is no police station, nothing, no court, nothing is there. All the animals other than the human, they follow the natural rules. Even to the minor extent. Say what human boy, we have created the police, we have created the courts. If somebody crosses that red light, he will be punished, he will be kept in there. We are living in a chaos, actually. It is not understanding what's really where we are living. We are living in such a beautiful universe where nobody overrules except the human conscious mind. So this is the point where we should align with the universe. Then only we'll feel how wonderful we people are here. Are we really feeling very nice here? If I am a doctor, I will get many patients at the age of 50, 60, 70, maybe back pain with headache. Many people will come. I will ask them, even at the age of 50 or 60, have you seen anything good here? They will say, no, nothing no good here. My son has gone somewhere. I am alone. I have to come. Nobody is coming with me. I have got so much property, but it's of no use. I am suffering here. Why? This is because of not understanding this, not living with this, not living accordance with this, the universe. So what I want to say is, we should align our conscious mind with. I'm not telling to read Bhagavad Gita, read Quran, or read this. The package is given within my brain. I will use that. You need not read anything. Use your common sense. When the simple thing is, when the bird is doing such a beautiful nest, why I can't? Why I can't design my life? How you have to design? Not according to your will, according to your conscious mind should work in such a way, it should have its natural nest, like a bird. Then naturally, nothing to read here, nothing. There are a lot of books, many volumes of many things where we can't understand and we can't interpret and we can't practice also, because once we read, it's very difficult to practice. Something will come. So
ನೀವು ಬೇಡ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ವಿಚಾರಬಿಟ್ಟು
yes sir, any problem is there, sir? Hello.
Hello, sir. You can proceed. I think there is some crosstalk. Somebody has not muted and talked.
Yeah. Doctor, kindly go ahead.
Okay. That just what I mean to say is, we should use our instinct. We should develop our instinct. That we should develop our intuitions. We should understand our intuitions. When our intuitions start working, how our intuitions start working is, we should do the corrections in our conscious mind, from the Muladhara chakra to the Swadhisthana chakra to the Manipur. We have to correct them all. We should decide how much is required for me, the property, the money. Is it over? or it's okay, but not worrying about that. How much? This much is okay for me. But what we think is for my son, for my grandson, for the son, his chakra will be working, not why I should use my chakra to the grandson. My chakra is this much is my happiness, this much is required for me. He will be thinking of him. This is the satisfaction, the feeling of, because unless and otherwise we will not have the satisfaction. If we limit where we should limit, is stop how much property to survive here, to there only. Then only you can think of the other things. Otherwise, we'll be in the lower chakras and we can't understand what the universe, what the purpose of life here. So what I mean to say is, when we correct all the chakras, when we work on them, there are a lot of literatures, lot of YouTube videos. So I need not go on. There are a lot of things. They are very simple. They are much more simpler than the MBBS and the engineering or the PUC standard. They are much more simpler than the textbooks of SSLC or 9th, 8th standard. Anybody can understand, because they are very much nearer to the human conscious, the instinct. They can be understood, very basic things and very not at all complicated. So when we understand this and correct, we can develop our intuition in instinct, and that makes me to how to live, what to eat, when to get up, when to sleep, and how to be with my surrounding, with the animals, loving the plants, loving the animals, loving your surrounding people. It's left to you, not them. The machine is for them. My machine is for me. Why I should think of my friend, how he is living, how he is behaving with me, it's left on him. His machine is bad, but my machine is working very nicely. The rest of the machines around, the rest of the people are thinking in that. Let them think. They will be in the problem, not me. When I am thinking in this way, I will be happy. When I correct this, the final chakras, that this Sahasrara chakra, it is crown chakra. It's basically situated above the head, they say, and the part of the brain which is related with that one is the pineal gland. See, the pineal gland, if the science student or any doctor is there, the pineal gland is the one thing that which is meant for the circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm is, it senses the environment, day and light, the temperature around the individual. According to that, it secretes some hormones. How the signals goes? My eyes, the daylight from the sun goes through the optic nerve and enters through the pathways. It reaches the pineal gland and secretes some hormones. It adjusts the day and night cycles. So and how it's really connected with the universe in the means, it's when I align my conscious mind in such a way that I am part of this universe. Whatever the physical body I have gathered it's not me. It's accumulated thing from my surrounding by eating food. The carbon atoms, the hydrogen atoms, and whatever the oxygen atoms I have gathered, I have not produced it. It's accumulated chemical mass. This body is, the flesh and blood it's the chemical mass in the dynamic process. That's the life. From where it has come? It has come from the environment. Like fish, I showed, the fish is formed from its environment. Any animal is formed from its environment. When the conscious mind starts understanding this, then we feel that we're such a very nice, that we feel the life in the water. We feel the life in the sand. We feel the life in the air. We say in the science way, the sand is not living. The air is not living. layer is not living when it is outside. When it enters the lungs, it becomes the part. The oxygen gets connected and it enters. The water, when it is outside, it's not living. When it enters the intestine, it gets absorbed. It becomes part. So we are breathing with the non-living things. We are living with the non-living. In the material world, that the carbon, hydrogen, and the air also we are, the water. So we are part of this environment. So also our experience, whatever my personality is formed is from my external experiences. Since from my childhood, whatever I have gathered from my father, mother experience, from the teachers, from the colleagues, whatever I have gathered, it's there me. This is my subconscious mind, it's there. I am using that through my pranamaya kosha and annamaya kosha. That's how I am reacting here. I am living here. I am living with my mind. I'm not only I'm living, the body is just a machine here. It's not me. It's a machine formed from the exterior. And how I am living is the software that the apps they're working, the software is inside a hardware. Hardware is my brain. The software is the mind, the subconscious mind. So there are a lot of things I have accumulated in a wrong way that have created that have created lot of illnesses, lot of emotional disturbances, not feeling good, even spending of 90 years, 80 years. I'm not really feeling very good here. Why? Why is because the wrong perception in my subconscious mind. I took them as not as they are in the universe. I changed the way I lived. I gathered and then I started searching where is right thing at the end. There is right thing is this. When I understand all these things, then naturally the mind itself, the conscious mind has got a power of self-healing. The healing power is nothing comes from outside. It's the conscious mind only which has disturbed, which has disorganized this, the pranamaya kosha, which has disorganized this annamaya kosha, which has disorganized the jnanamaya kosha. Vijnanamaya kosha is nothing but the subconscious part of the brain that has accumulated the experiences I have accumulated. Only my conscious mind can change it again. It can do corrections. So this how I can correct. Okay, everybody will go through this process. Everybody will do, and nobody will be born with such a beautiful knowledge that since from the first day or second day or first year, second year, no, I should do this, that. Of course, books are there, but who will listen to that? Who will read that book? The mantras are there. So many things are there. Who will read? Nobody will read because of my ignorance. I am ignorant. I will say they are all bullshit. They are just there. They are only for them, not for enjoying guys like drinking, smoking, and enjoying with people. This is the real life, the Western life. Say I should not say Western. Even in the West also, they have got the similar concept. Not like an Indian, but ultimately they will go in a different practice of correcting these things. It's a scientific only. It's what I am telling is scientific. Nothing is here. Something called like Puran Antarala. It's not like that. It's the science only. It's the conscious mind with the science. How I can live very happily. It is the understanding with this my body in the scientific way only. It is with the chemistry, with the physics, and with the biology. What we read from the first standard till my engineering graduation, my doctorship, whatever, maybe neurosurgeon, maybe cardiac surgeon, nobody is out of from this. Everybody comes under this umbrella only. Whatever he may be scientist, he may be musician, he may be player, he may be a prime minister, he may be chief minister. Everybody is under the same umbrella. Is this main platform here. If we won't understand, I will not be the person I am. I am a chief minister. I am not the right chief minister. If I don't understand this. If I am a doctor, I am not a right doctor. I am a wrong doctor. Not with the knowledge, but by living the how I live, I treat the patient. It's how I live in the right way. I treat the patient in the right way. So the more patients will be treated and more patients will be coming. And you will be more famous and you will be having more money. Naturally comes. If I start earning the money and then I will be having less patient actually in reality. In reality, if I see as the money first, there is a limited earning. When I see as this and start seeing the patient, you have got an unlimited money, unlimited your relation, unlimited patients. So we are living in the infinite world. This universe is infinite. When I align my conscious level with this universe, I can get infinity things. Infinity in the anything, financial infinity, the relation infinity, whatever the field you choose, with this you will be infinite. But you can't say it's mine, it belongs to you. It belongs to that. I am a mediator here. I am part of that, living with this. Because of that, this has happened. Not because of me. Because you are in the higher chakras. You can't say this body, even this body is not mine. Mine is nothing here. I am formed from the external environment, my mind. The inside my mind, the power, why we will say the God lives in the heart of us. It said in the Quran, it is said in the Bible, it's said in the even Bhagavad Gita, where the God lives is God lives in all of us. In all of us, we say. In all of us means we have got such an power of who can experience what the real God is. Where he can understand, say to taste how the sea is. It's not required to drink whole sea and say how the sea is. We just require one drop of water from the sea and we can say how the sea is. It's like a salty. And the human being inside my mind, inside this, the complicated brain and this, all the panchakoshas is made up to taste what the God is, what the Paramatma is, what the superpower is. A drop is there that we can experience is the soul. We can say Atma. Atma is a drop of the Paramatma. It's given by this whole, the universal power which has created. We don't know when it has been created, how it is running. No science is there behind this. But we can feel it. So we call that as to feel that as a Atma is there inside. Some power is there. I can taste what the God is. I can taste what the huge sea is. I need not drink whole sea. I can taste a single drop. Say what the sea, this whole sea is. In the same way with my Atma, when we start feeling what the Atma is, we can say, we can project what the Paramatma is. He is very wonderful. And I am being a drop of the ocean. I feel also very much proud. And I will be fortunate to live in this universe as a conscious individual.
not as a subconscious or unconscious individual. So we naturally give a credit to the consciousness given by the universe. So what I mean to say is how this is this one, how I can change my subconscious, the gathered part. There are certain ways, the scientific ways, these are the practiced ways, which have given so many results in so many people. So many people got transformed from this, is by rewiring of my subconscious mind, or we can call it as inner rewiring, by changing the beliefs, by changing the thoughts in my subconscious mind. What is changing means we are really changing the pathways, neuronal pathways are changed. From one neuron to another neuron, when the synaptic, there is change. With the change of my belief, there is a change in the neuronal pathway. The human brain is such a wonderful thing that it's like a mud, like whatever the shape you give, it becomes. Say some mud with water, you can make it a animal, you can make it a Ganesha, you can make a pot, we can make you whatever you imagine, you can make. So also the human brain has got such a capacity that you can change any belief at any time. Just you should know it. Oh, I am thinking like this, but after 1 hour, say after 1 day, I change it. After 1 month again, I will change it. Like it's a continuous. How the human brain, it has got the highest flexibility in the universe because of many billion neurons with many synaptic vesicles. It can include few neurons from different pathway, from different concept of it creates a different thought, it creates a different belief. Whatever I believed yesterday, now I have changed. The tomorrow you can change, day after tomorrow you can change. There is nothing fixed in the human brain. It is such a flexible thing. Whatever you used to think, exactly reverse you may think in the later on also. You may say that's right. And the 10 years back, that was right. After 10 years, say after 1 year, this was right. It says yes, because of that much of flexibility is there. We can use that. The thing is, rewiring of that subconscious is the, like say the practice, like yoga, the meditation, keeping away from the materialistic world is materialistic. I have told this in the chakras. Material, whatever the chakra balancing is the same thing, that I need not get attached to the material world, the relatives, the money I have earned. Don't get attached. Don't call it as yours. It's a product of whatever you have done it. As long as you are there, you can experience. Only you cannot say it belongs to you. When you think about this, you will not be having how much you have earned. Even 1,000 crores is equal to the 1 crore or 1,000 rupees. It does not make any difference. Money is a money. Land is a land. How much? No difference at all. Because that much is not required for me. How I cannot use this 100 acres. How much I can use for my body is this much only. When we think in this way, naturally we'll be away from many problems. And I could reverse my, see, the thing is, the wonder, what I want to say is, say 5 years back, 5 or 6 years back, I'm right now also I am a busy neurosurgeon. And since from my 16 to 17 years, I am the busy neurosurgeon only. Not knowing day, night, working all the time, even day, night. But what happened in my life is, what made me to understand this is a story behind this. That 6 years back, I I got diabetes and hypertension at the age of 33 years. Now I am 50. That means very long back. And by that, after 30 years, till the last 6 years, my sugar level shooted to such an extent that the doctor I consulted, a diabetologist, he started prescribing 2 drugs, 3 drugs, 4 drugs, 5 drugs. He went on adding. And even with that also my sugar was 300 and 400. Then I suddenly I started, what is this medical field? Is it real or fake? Where is the wrong thing? Is it in my body, or is it in the drugs, or is it in the doctor, or where it is? So something is wrong here. What's the wrong is the inside my brain. It is the way of the way I used to perceive the world was totally different. Because of that, I am under so much of stress and working without knowing that I am under the stress. Without knowing I am under the stress, I was working thinking that is the normal. When I came to know, yes, this is the part, then I went on analyzing many literatures, many things, even the part of Bhagavad Gita and some part of the Vedas, many spiritual Swamijis, the speeches. And then I started thinking, oh, this is the world really. It's what I am in the wrong pathway. So might be because of that I am not feeling good, in spite of having everything, being a neurosurgeon, having enough abundance of money, abundance of everything. But there was not being happy, not because diabetes not controlled. What will happen? I know much more better than you people, non-doctors, because I am going to land in a big problem after 5 to 6 years. So the death is very near, and what I did is, throughout my life, nothing. I gathered all the illnesses. Whatever I have gathered, the money, it's only outside. It's not. I can't say it's mine. What I gathered was the illness of my mental peace, and my body got distorted and everything. Then I started correcting each of the things one by one. And today I am free of my sugar without any drug since 2 years. And my blood pressure was always, the diastolic was always, I used to get more than 100. The systolic 160, 170. Since 30 years, I was on the drug. But now today, if you see, without any the antihypertensive, my BP is say 120 by 70. What the wonder the body is. It's really such a beautiful thing that it's our conscious mind which keeps it in a right way or the wrong way. Because there are neurotoxins. The way we live the way we live here, it creates a lot of neurotoxins. It secretes a lot of the toxins inside the brain, then the body, that distorts and attracts all the illnesses not being in it. When the body starts distort, that's another sign of mentally I am not good. Why the illnesses have accumulated within me? Maybe blood pressure, maybe sugar, maybe cardiac block, maybe renal failure, maybe something, maybe hormonal disturbances, is because of I am not living mentally in the right way. Mentally, because we live mentally first. That's what I told earlier. And if I want to become a neurosurgeon, I have to read the neurosurgery books. If I want to become a cardiologist, I have to read the cardiology and I have to work according to that. Then only I can practice the cardiology. If I want to become a software engineer, computer engineer, I have to study the computer engineer. Then only I can work on the computers. When you study the Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, or the Bible or the spirituality, you will become the masters of your body. The thing here is, first, you should become the masters of your body and the mind. Then you can become anything. Otherwise, they are of useless. So what I mean to say, at the age of, even at the age of 60 years, 70 years, no worry, because the brain has got such a neuroplasticity that you can create anything in any amount of time. That is what we can call, there is one law called a Parkinson's law. The Parkinson's law is, it says in the psychology, it says, if say some work I want to do, some project or some work I want to do, say if I take as a 2 days or 3 days, according to that duration, my mind, my conscious mind will work on that project, and it makes it to happen in 3 days. And if you are given 3 hours, if you are given only 3 hours for that project, again it will do it. Again it will do in the 3 hours only. How? That's the beauty of the human brain. That's called as a Parkinson's. That how much you decide, in that you will do it. So what I mean to say is, the age is no worry. The illnesses are nothing to worry. It's the conscious mind that it has to decide what to change and how to change, whether it is the physical, whether it is with my physical health, whether it is my mental health or the emotional health or my relationship or my financial. When everything gets solved, it's very simple. We need not earn the financial, we have to understand it. Not earning here, earning is earning of the knowledge of spiritual knowledge is the earning. That solves all the problems of not only the old age, but all the age. The spirituality is not at all required. No, it's not only for the old age. It should start with at the age of 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. Then only the person who is spiritual, earlier he is the better and more prosperous in terms of financial, in terms of mental, in terms of physical, in terms of emotional. That means in terms of relation with the humans, other humans. He's that much abundant he is. And that makes the difference of, say, only what we will see here is how many persons are paying tax for the government. If you see, it's only hardly 6% of the Indian population, 6 to 7% of the Indian population is paying the tax to the government. And rest of the 95%, they are not in a position to pay the tax because of the misaligned conscious mind not having an abundant. They are not abundant because of their conscious minds are misaligned. They are either the poor or middle class, struggling in their own world and not contributing to the nation. And then how these only 6% or 7% of the population is contributing the income tax? And out of this income tax, what I mean to say is the money abundance I am talking. It's the same thing applies to the relation, financial, the relation, and the physically they are very wonderful. If you take a Bill Gates or many big persons, maybe Ambani, maybe Tata, maybe Birla, whatever the richest people, they are highly spiritual, then only they can become the, only for the 95% of the persons, they are rich for themselves. They will say, I'm not rich, I'm doing my job. It's something is happening on its own. It's happening on its own. I am not responsible, I am just following it. I am not creating it, because no human conscious brain can create anything here. When it is aligned, everything comes like a magnet. So that's what the power of the conscious and the subconscious mind. So what I mean to say is, out of the 6 or 7% of the taxpayers, the 60-70% of the tax are paid by the top 10 taxpayers. And the rest of the 90% of the taxpayers are very minimal, they are paying, maybe 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh. They 80 to 90%, they accumulate. Only the top 10 people will contribute 60 to 70%. Why? It's the mind. It's the consciousness of that person contributing. So what it says here is, the mind, we live with the mind, use it in a proper way so that we can feel abundance of the physical abundance. Means I am happy, very happy, not living really with, I am comfortable here in the universe with the air, water surrounding, no illness at all. And emotionally, the mentally, I'm not feeling any fear of losing anything here. I'm not having any anxiety of what will happen tomorrow. No, neither the past nor the futures I am worrying. I am living in the present. So there is question of not feeling well is, it never comes. So when your mind becomes free, then naturally the financial abundance, naturally it comes. The relatives, naturally, the relations will develop naturally. So this is what the other things that the practices, it takes a lot of time. Just to mention how I can change the rewire my subconscious mind is by practicing meditation, yoga, and the gratitude. Gratitude means we should have a gratitude whatever the things we are having. When we express, when we write, when we journal, do the journaling of the things I am having. Say I am having my hands. I should say I am grateful to have my hands. Many people are not having. I am having eyes. I am having nose. I am having my legs. I am having my shirt to wear. I am having a place to live here. I am having so many chappals. The vehicle I am having, I am very much grateful. To what? To this universe it has given. So when we start expressing our gratitude to each and everything around us, including my body, the conscious mind becomes such a powerful that it can do anything. It can create anything. How it can create is, unless and otherwise you practice a gratitude, you can't achieve anything here, because your conscious mind is carrying very huge baggage with lots of things. How it can work? To unload those things, you should practice the gratitude. You should practice the forgiveness. We have kept such an animosity of my enemies, my brothers, my relatives, my colleagues, the persons who is competitor with me. I am carrying such a jealous and feeling. So I have burdened my conscious mind. It can't work with this. It's working very in a tragic way. What it can create is nothing. It can't heal on itself. Neither it can heal on itself, or it can heal the other mind also. When you start forgiving your everything, for what you have to forgive is, for me I have to forgive, not for them. The forgiveness is for my conscious mind. Even though he has done wrong, I will forgive. If he comes, I'm mentally I will be peace. When I am having an animosity, if he comes, suddenly my mood changes. Who is in the trouble? Who is in the who is in a not profit? It's me. Who is the prophet? Who has forgiven? Nothing will happen if any person comes when he forgives. He has to forgive himself also, because with my ignorance, I have done so many wrong things in my life. With my ignorance, I have done. For that also, I am forgiving myself. So including everything, you have to practice the forgiveness. You have to write down, you have to practice every day. Then the conscious mind becomes such a beautiful thing. And the acceptance, you see, whatever the things happen, if you don't accept, you are not with the universe. Why I am not accepting is, I am thinking of my own. I am living in my basic chakras. I want this, I want that, which is not happening. I am not accepting. When you live in the higher chakras, naturally you start accepting, oh, that's right. Whatever that has happened is right. He is right. And if you accept, that is right. Whatever happening is right. Yes, I have to accept and I have to go. Then the problems never arises. But the ego mind, which is created by the lower chakras, it always expects something. The desires it expects. The desires are the things which are created in the lower chakras. The desires, you see, one thing I want to say in the Dharma, in any philosophy book, they say this mind works with, one is the Artha. Artha means the material world here. Material world is the Artha. Artha economy is the Artha Shastra, what we call it's the economy. It's the money, the matter, the land, the property, whatever is there is the Artha. And because of this Artha, when my conscious mind is with the basic chakras, I am thinking about this, getting about this, the desires develop, the desires of the first root chakras, that the land, money, I have to earn this, that, I have to have a very big building, big car, big business, and everything I should have. That's the desire. The second chakras, that is the sexual, this one, I want this, that, everything I should experience this. The desires are the things which come in the second part. One is the Artha, and the next is the desires. When we understand all these things, naturally the desires will burn out. The Artha becomes, whatever the economy becomes part of the surrounding, it's not related with me. What is related with me is my body, and for its survival only this much is required. The rest of the things are in this universe. And what's the second, the after the desire is the dharma. Dharma is when I should work with this economy in a right pattern, in my not egocentric desires, the universal centric desires. That is the selfless work. I have to do the work, not expecting anything for me. I have to do the things here, not expecting anything for me. Just I have to do it as it is right in the universe, for the people around, for the nature around. It's a good thing. I have to, when I start doing this without expecting any that phala from that act. Phala means for egocentric. It's for the universe I am doing. It's for goodness of the other things I am doing. That's what the selfless work is. It says, when I become a selfless, then naturally I am in the right way of dharma. When I am not in the dharma, when I am living in the basic chakras, when I am egocentric, whatever the acts I am doing, whatever the thoughts I am generating, when it is with my egocentric, I can't be in the dharma. It's not the dharma. Dharma says, when you are not the center, you are part of it. The center is that. Center is surrounding people. Center is this whole community. Work according to that. then we need not read and follow what the dharma is. Naturally, your conscious mind works with the software is installed. You need not read anything. When software is installed, automatically start doing its work. That much beautiful. That package is given by the, like they say, nest, how it can do. The human brain, it will start doing automatic. Naturally, it will do without reading any book. It has got that much of capacity, but it should think in the right way. So when we live with the dharma, then we feel the moksha, the liberation from this material world. We feel something of very in a what we are living in the heaven. It is the earth looks like a beautiful heaven in the universe. The solar system, so many planets, and we are so much fortunate that I am living in the earth. I am not living on the moon. I am not living because no life. I am living such a beautiful, this is so many plants, so many cycles of this rain and everything, seasons. There is nothing better than this. That's what we can call, we will feel that I am living in the heaven. Where is heaven? Heaven is inside my mind. It's not outside. Hell and heavens are not outside. It's my inside my mental. It's my brain. When I align my conscious mind, unless and otherwise you have a conscious mind, you can't experience the hell and the heaven. It's the only conscious mind which can have the hell and the heaven. So only it will create inside the hell, and it lives in the hell. When it creates a heaven inside, it lives in the heaven. That's what the Vedas and Upanishads says, how you have to control your mind, live in such a pleasant way. You read any this one, Quran you read Bhagavad Gita, you read Bible, all says the same thing. There is nothing different. It's the spirituality is nothing related with any religion. It's related with this whole, the power, the universal power. And with this, all the so many things are there. There is a lot of the food habits we can change, the practicing detachment. Whatever I told, the detachment naturally comes here. I need not practice it. When I understand the chakras, when I start living with those, the detachment, nothing to practice. Naturally, the conscious mind becomes detached. And involving yourself in a devotional activities. And the psychotherapy is the hypnotherapy. How I can change my subconscious part is practice the self-hypnosis. It's a very simple thing. You can practice, anybody can practice it. And the chanting of mantras, what the mantras says is the same thing. You take any mantras, you read any shlokas, they say this only, nothing here. They say about the mind, how you should live in the mind with this universe to be happy. All the shlokas, take any Ramayana, you take Mahabharata, take any of the things, they will say only about this only. So with this, I'm very happy. I feel very much grateful for giving me such a beautiful opportunity to interact with you very beautiful people and listening very calmly. And I don't know how many have left and how many have understood, but still I feel very much fulfilled that I could able to touch the many people's heart. And thank you all for listening. Yeah.
Thank you, Doctor. That was a wonderful session. I think we have been looking forward to this session, because when we heard the Kannada session,
totally different from routine webinars. Thank you so much.
Doctor should talk to us in English also, so that people who cannot understand Kannada can also listen and change themselves. Yes, Doctor, yes. You have, not many have left. I can assure you that about, hardly some 5, 6 people have left. So rest of them are intact. They have been listening to you intact. and they have been. And one thing, doctor, see, in fact, we need to have a follow-up session on this only for question and answer, because whatever you have told, yes, it has also created lots of questions in the minds of people, because it was
Yes,
very thought-provoking. So, see,
Yes.
in fact, clear all those things, I would request you to come back to us so that we have an exclusive session only on question and answers, doctor. Because thanks for your time, because see, it has exceeded all your expectations. See, it's already 6:30, so it has exceeded. So you are such a busy doctor, but with all that you have taken, so you have been so kind to us and bring the topic to a one conclusion. Very kind of you, doctor. On behalf of all of the people, everybody has written so beautifully about what you have done. One or two people who have left, they have also returned. Very reluctantly we are leaving, as we have got some other program to fulfill. So it has evoked so much of response. It has evoked so much of, interest in the topic that you have chosen, doctor. Thank you very much for that. God bless you on behalf of all of us. And you have given us a very beautiful message. There is still hope. Whether you are old or young, there is still hope. And you can change. And you can achieve what you want. This is a very beautiful message. I think this is the central message you like to give. That I think that has been very beautifully conveyed, doctor. Thank you very much on behalf of all the people, doctor. God bless you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm just closing down.
Yes.
Thank you, doctor, once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.